Well, good day, my friends. It's your old pal, Jordan the Lion. How are you all doing today? I hope you said great. That was not a clickbait title. That is actually what this video is about. I wrote to some celebrities, whether it be directors, actors, anyone in the entertainment industry, athletes, singers, guitarists. I went on StarTiger.com, got, I think it's $5.95, so less than $6 a month, a subscription, which gives you access to many of the celebrities who I wrote to, their addresses that you can or that they respond to. It's also a really helpful website because it allows people like me and people that subscribe to update and say whether they got a response or if they got a response that said they expect cash or something like that. So that's what we're going to be doing today. 3 weeks before I left on my last trip, 20 people a week I wrote to. So what I do for mine is I send out 8x10s. I print them from home, so I buy a 100 pack of photo paper on Amazon for about $15 or $16. Then I buy a 100 pack of these, which are cardboard mailers. I like these because they prevent your photos from getting bent. You can get 100 of these for about $33. And then I also buy a 100 pack of these, which are 9x12. Or no, these are 10x13. This is 9x12 because this needs to be able to slide into that for you to send it off. So that's basically what I do. I buy 100 of these, they're about $30. So I've shown you videos before where I've bought grab bags from companies where you get 1 to 5 autographs, and those can be anywhere from $100 to $500. So this one came in about 200 bucks to send out to 60 people. And yeah, I used the resources online. I didn't write to people only if they respond. I wrote to people that I wanted a response from, so it could be anybody. If you want to participate, go on Amazon to buy your resources. I always use, if I'm sending 1 or 2 photos, I do 3 stamps out and 3 stamps back. This should always be your return. This should always be coming back to you. So I don't ever put a return address. I put the address I want it to come to, but I don't do like a if undeliverable, because I'm hoping that they'll just keep trying my address. So if I do anything more than 2 8x10 photos, and the reason I do that, I'll use 4 stamps each way. The reason I do sometimes more than 2 is not to be greedy, but you just never know what people are willing to sign and what they won't. Like with Francis Ford Coppola, I know that he generally will sign 1 per person. Sometimes it takes 3 or 4 years to get it back. But that being said, I don't know if he'll sign a photo of himself or something from his project. So I sent a photo of him and a photo of the movie poster of The Outsiders. So hope you enjoy this vlog. Let's see who wrote us back. Daze with Jordan the Lion and you all. It begins right now. Let's see what we got here. Oh my gosh, finally. I went for it again. I've sent these to Henry Winkler before and not had good luck. So, but I just love him in Arrested Development. I can't help myself. Barry Zuckerkorn is top notch. So even though he sent me a note back saying, I'm sorry I don't sign autographs through the mail anymore, I saw everybody but me getting their stuff signed. So I went ahead and resent it, and he signed that one. It says he's no longer signing these, and he signed one for Night Shift. Katie loves this movie more than, you know, probably any other movie that he has done, and especially with Michael Keaton. So hopefully we can get Michael Keaton on here someday. Katie will love this. Thank you so much, Henry Winkler. He did in fact include the note basically saying that he is not signing autographs anymore. But I won't try again. He signed the 2 things I wanted, and I'm happy. So thank you so much, Henry Winkler. Barry Zuckercorn, also known as the Fonz. This one has a return address, so I know who it's from, and I'm excited because I know that she signs a lot of stuff like once a year, and I saw that she sometimes signs stuff sent to an office, but I know that she owns a house from a movie house, and I wrote her a letter and said, you know, I love that you live in that house. I think that house is just amazing, and a big fan of her career. So this came back from, hopefully it's signed since I just built her up so much, Lily Tomlin. 9 to 5, Lily Tomlin. I knew it was from her because the return said Tomlin/Wagner, and that's her spouse. So I sent 2 from 9 to 5. Hoping to send one of these out to Jane Fonda and Dolly Parton at some point, hopefully. But kind of toyed with doing the one from Laugh-In, but in the end, I just love 9 to 5 so much, and I went out and vlogged the filming location, so I said, I'll just do these 2. I had no idea whether they would come back or not, but I love it. Thank you, Lily. Beautiful. I think those are the only 2 that I sent. Yes. Now, this one is international. So I mentioned in the last video that I got Sophia Loren and that I had sent 2. I think this is her because this one has an S. I wrote SL in the corner. So let's see what I sent her in this batch. I may end up with duplicates because, like I said in the last video, we had some severe weather that kind of destroyed some of the post offices around here, and I wasn't sure. So she did sign this one. It's up here in the kind of the dark spot. Let me see if I can get it up here in the light where you can kind of see it. But Sophia Loren, this is from Grumpy Old Men, or Grumpier Old Men. And she did in fact sign it right up in here. Probably not the best place, but she signed it. I appreciate it. Let's see what the next one is that I sent. Oh! Sophia Loren and Elvis in the commissary. That famous time they ran into each other in the commissary. That is beautiful. That one will definitely get framed. I'm starting a pretty good collection of pictures of women with Elvis. That's just a great photo. Great photo. And thank you for signing these, Sophia. That's so nice of you. Another Elvis, because I couldn't choose. There's about 4 or 5 really good snapshots from that little session. And the last one, which I didn't even remember sending this one. That's the last one. So she signed another 5. Thank you so much, Sophia. Look at all these returns. Wonderful. Unbelievably nice of her. I swear, in the light, when the light's better, actually, let me get my, let me do this. Because in person, you can definitely see this one. Let me see if I can't hit it with some light, and maybe that'll help a little. There you can kind of, there you go. There you can see it. Thank you, Sophia Loren. That was a total of 10 that she signed for me through the mail. I think I can leave her alone now. Even though I do have a full size It Started in Naples poster, but she signed enough. All right, this one's a different kind of envelope today, which means I bought it on the road, probably at Walmart. So it was somebody I found out that it was either signing through the mail or like at that time, or someone's address that I just couldn't wait to send it to. So this should be exciting because I only sent 4 out on the road. The 4 that I sent out on the road, I believe were, I sent one to the B-52s. I sent one to Bill Murray's brother, John Murray. I sent one to Michael McKean. And I think that's it. Oh, I think this is Michael McKean. Because that first one looks like Lenny. Yeah! Oh, yeah! He's on Broadway right now. And I wish I would have been home because I have, if you remember my old mail-in autographs, I got one from Rob Reiner. That was from Spinal Tap, and Michael McKean's in Spinal Tap. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn around and send that back out, but I did send a Spinal Tap photo. Katie's gonna lose her mind. She loves Spinal Tap. Her dad loves Spinal Tap. We all love Spinal Tap, so that is super cool, man. Michael McKean, thank you so much. I hope you don't mind if I send out my Spinal Tap to you. So I'm gonna catch him while he's still on Broadway. That was pretty quick. That was like within a month. I think that was about a month exactly, or maybe a little over a month. That is killer. I grew up watching Laverne and Shirley. Every day that was on TBS, I watched it religiously. I love Lenny and Squeaky, so even though I love all the other stuff he's done, I couldn't not go with my roots and go with the one that made me a fan, because he was also really, really good in Coneheads, and I would have loved to have sent that too, but can't send everything. Thank you, Michael McKean. That is awesome. Beautiful signature also. Wow. Actually, did you guys notice this? I just noticed it when I went to pick it up. He signed this one, Michael McKean. But this one he signed David St. Hubbins. That's killer. That is killer. Truth be told, I actually met him at the NAMM show and had him sign my friend's Spinal Tap DVD. So I have never gotten Harry's signature myself, but I got it for a friend. That is awesome. David St. Hubbins. So nice of him to even consider signing these. Like I said, he called a mutual friend that we have, because she and I had been talking about him. We saw him on something, and I said, oh, I love his career. I hate that they canceled him. And she said, he is the nicest guy in the world and so talented, and he was totally set up. So I'm going to, feels like there's a little note in there, so I'll keep that for myself, because I did ask him if maybe he would consider letting me interview him sometime. Jeffrey Jones. He even wrote Beetlejuice. He signed it in silver, so it says Beetlejuice up there, and then he signed it in the bottom. They did not include him in the second movie, even though they include his character dying and all that stuff. They didn't put him in there, so it's unfortunate. I love his acting. Then he also signed the Dark Overlord of the Universe from Howard the Duck. I love this scene. I always think of him turning into this guy in the diner with Tim Robbins and Howard the Duck, and the guy looking over going, he must have had the chili. Jennings! Jennings! So I sent 3, and the last is kind of the coup de grace to this whole one. Criswell. The great Criswell, when he played Criswell in Ed Wood. So nice of him. He signed them, put his character name and the movie in many cases. Thank you so much, Jeffrey Jones. Like I said, I know you don't do the convention circuit or any of that stuff, but I'm very appreciative that you considered and signed my stuff for me. I love it. Now, our next mystery envelope. Got some really good ones today. I mean, they're all great. Oh, wow! Archie Griffin! Archie Griffin. Ohio State legend, Heisman Trophy winner. Been hearing about this guy my whole life. Signs autographs through the mail every couple of months, so I sent him one with his Heisman Trophy and then one with his Ohio State uniform, and he did sign them both and inscribed them. Actually, he put Heisman Trophy winner 1975, and he has on that one, he even put the date of the Heisman Trophy announcement. Wow, Archie Griffin, thank you so much. That is awesome. That is awesome. As an Ohio State fan, that's super cool. All right. This has a return address, but no name or anything. It just has a return address in Studio City, California. Oh, yes! Director Walter Hill. Streets of Fire. He did Crossroads. He did The Warriors. He signed this one for me down here. Guy has done amazing movies. I mean, absolutely amazing. Brewster's Millions, come on. I sent 3, he signed all 3. Oh, that is awesome. Hearts of Fire. That's one, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Oh, that is killer. Man, Walter Hill, thank you so much. That is the last of our white envelopes today. However, those were all great. However, we have an album to open, and it has I got this while I was out traveling in the mail. This one, the actual album came out back in 2024, but they said that the vinyl wasn't gonna ship until 2025, so golly, Fort Knox security. Ice Cube, actor, rapper. People didn't know, usually they don't sign the actual album itself. He did. He signed them right on the front. That is cool. Even if you're not a rap fan, you gotta appreciate when someone actually takes time to sign the record itself. Because usually what they do is they do an insert that's inside of there that's signed, but most collectors, they want the record jacket signed. They want to frame it or whatever they want to do, so. Very cool. Thank you, Ice Cube, for doing that, making that available to your fans. That being the case, we are gonna call it a day. Hope you guys enjoyed our unboxing, our opening of envelopes today, all the autographs we got. We're gonna call it a day. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.